Welcome to New Center Devon, where we bring you news they're scared to report. This week on New Center Devon, Buckeyes win a championship, and they decide to go to the White House to see Trump and Vance. Can you believe it? They had messed up a shit sandwich. You don't believe me? Look at it for yourself.
While the national champion Ohio State University football team met with President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance at the White House on Monday, Vance fumbled the base of the team's championship trophy, which fell apart into two pieces when he lifted it. Vance, who graduated from Ohio State, joked on social media after the ceremony saying, quote, "I didn't want anyone after Ohio State to get the trophy, so I decided to break it."
In other news, tariffs. Ain't it a little crazy that Russia has no tariffs? Russia has no tariffs? Russia has no tariffs? You don't believe me? Check out for yourself.
Trump's World War. President Trump announcing a massive worldwide series of tariffs. What you're going to see now to the right of me are the countries listed on Trump's giant poster. Just look at it scroll. We had to speed it up because this is 185 countries. Trump took pleasure in it, detailing what he was about to do to these 185 countries. Some of the hardest hit places include the world's poorest nations. Others are in the midst of actual wars, physical wars. And look at the view if you just put up the map. Look at this map. It seems like nothing was too small to be included. That includes the Heard and McDonald Islands. It's a speck out there. See, we wanted it's a real speck because the population there is 0. According to the UN, just look, the merchandise exports, imports, and trade balance of that speck are 0. So when you look at that speck, which you wouldn't even know existed, I did not know that existed until today, and I love geography. It is hard to notice when you see the speck, the things that aren't included, right? The largest country in the world, Russia. The fact that they didn't add Russia and Belarus, who knows? Maybe they're making a statement to someone.
We get our first hot day in Springfield, and people want to shoot up the streets. 4 or 5 shootings going on, food truck shot up. What's going on? Come on, Springfield. Is this what we're going to have to see this summer? I was trying to be outside, getting all the footage. Look like I'm going to be inside if y'all shooting like that. Man shot, walks right into the hospital after all these shootings. We're off to a bad start. Let's tighten up, Springfield. And in the Karmelo Anthony news, people are mad. And not everybody. It looks like more of the Trump supporters, because they always got something to say on my post. That's how you know you can find the racists here and there, because they never support you when you're doing good, when you're posting great stuff. But as soon as you post something that has something to do with white and black, they're attacking. So they're not hard to find. Just throw some race bait out there. They'll come munching. They'll come biting, trust me. And you know what I don't understand, though, about this? 2 kids lost their lives that day. One, unfortunately, lost his life violently, and the other one has lost his innocence. We don't know the whole story, but what we do know is it was raining that day. The kid seeked shelter, and the other kid did not like him under the tent. So he was told to move. Anthony refused. Metcalf shoved to try to move him out physically, and he grabbed a cleat sharpener. Some say it's a knife, some say it's a cleat sharpener. But people are calling this kid thugs, raised in a broken home, all this other extra stuff, but it's far from the truth. This kid has grew up in a well-loving family, God-fearing family, and he was just defending himself on that day. So, what I do want to say is, they was both kids. Now, all of these messages and stuff and all these posts that y'all making about these kids, just think, they're just kids. You saying you hope he goes to prison and gets in the and I'm looking at some of you guys that's making this post, some of you older gentlemen making this post about a kid, about he's getting in the and stuff like that. It just really tells a lot about yourself, So, in another Karmelo Anthony news, you have the right side that wants death on this child, they call him a murderer, and a spokesperson for the Metcalf family asked that their child not be named and used for propaganda. You know what they had to say? Check it out for yourself.
Americans, fight, 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 fight.
Hey Jeff, it's Jake Lang here.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Jeff, First of all, my entire heart rests in your hands. I would be in my position, not even as somebody even knew your son, but somebody that shares the same understanding. I grew up as a 17-year-old young white man too, and I grew up in fear of my life around black people because they were killing and robbing people around me all the time. And I don't understand, as I was a father, you could sit idly by and not condemn the culture that killed your son. There is an epidemic problem in this country, and your voice could be one of the loudest voices in this country, but you've chosen to recoil out of fear and continue the suppression. Why will you not stand with me and with the rest of the people? We're not calling for racial divide. We're not calling for hatred. We're saying 350,000 attacks on white people by black people a year in this country is wrong. Why can't you stand that and say with that? Maybe you can. Would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest the beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was still alive today.
Are you done?
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, my turn to speak. You are part of the problem, my friend. You're trying to create more race divide than bridging the gap. I do not condone anything you do. You do not have any...
That's called white guilt.
No, let it talk. Of my son. Let me finish. I give you your time. You take my son's face off your website. I am not associated with you.
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir. You are creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness.
And the crazy thing about that is, there's no respect. You use this situation to race bait, and then when they ask you nicely, can you please let him rest in peace, you talk bad on the day. I don't know what you guys like or what you guys don't. I just know there's hate in your blood, and you need Jesus. The real Jesus, not Trump. Trump and Jesus. And the top story for today, my God, got $1 buck? Damon Darling. Hey, Meemaw, the man that's bringing joy to our community, buying groceries, buying whole carts. Walmart decides to kick him out. Yes, Walmart decides to kick Damon Darling out. All of the Walmarts for life.
But the toilet paper goes a lot further.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hey, Damon.
Yeah.
We're at the Xenia Police Department. So the store, they have a trespass notice for you.
In Xenia?
Well, they're apparently for all Walmarts.
Who's behind this? First they take the DEI out. Hey, Damon, if you hear this, I know you say you like Target, but I don't know if we're messing with them. Maybe you need to go to Costco's or something. Somewhere like that. Someone that brings in diversity, you know? Some people that welcome the sense of humor and welcome the love and joy that you bring with your comedic ways. And keep it going, Damon Darling. We're rooting for you. Love you, bub.
Blue-green specific?
Oh, yeah. Those, Bob.
Of course.
Things like that. No, Bob, I don't want no brother shoe. I want what's in the glass right there, Bob. Those. Oh, yeah.
This one, I don't even know why. I don't even know why. But a wife does the family dog. I repeat, the wife is having an affair with the family dog. You can't even trust the dog, you know? Probably looking at her. And you over there getting turned on by a dog. And you know what she said? She said she was so intrigued by the horse's manhood that she wanted to try a dog. Oh, you don't believe me? Check it out for yourself.
That White told them that she was fascinated by a male horse's anatomy and would look up videos and photos of it online. White also told the detectives that she looked up videos of horses engaged in sex with other horses and with a woman. Police said this led to other revelations from White that she would only discuss with a female detective. Samantha White then admitted to having sex with her family dog. She decided to try it since the horse's anatomy interested her so much, but she told the detective the interaction with the dog wasn't her thing. That day, Samantha White was arrested and charged with having sexual contact with animals. She was released the very next day after posting bail. Samantha's husband, John White, was interviewed by detectives. The police report says John denied knowledge of how his cell phone could have ended up inside the toilet bowl where it was located by detectives after John took an extended amount of time to exit the residence during the search warrant service and announcements of law enforcement. John advised there were pictures of himself, his wife Samantha, and Samantha having sex with a canine on his cell phone. The canine involved in the sexual acts with Samantha is their chocolate male Labrador retriever. John believes there are 1 or 2 files depicting Samantha engaging in sex acts with their canine sometime in the end of last year, 2023, or the beginning of this year, 2024.
Oh yeah, remember Trump said, we're in negotiations with China on tariff wars. You know, to shut y'all up, you know what I mean? But guess what? China said, he's alive. That's nothing new. Are you surprised? Because I'm not. Yeah, he lied. You don't believe me? Check out for yourself.
China says it is not in negotiations with the U.S. on tariffs. A spokesperson for China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs told reporters this morning that no call has been made between President Trump and China's leader. The comments come after Time magazine published an interview with Trump on Friday in which Trump said President Xi had called him. Trump did not offer specifics on the call or talk about when it took place.
It's that time. The cookout's coming up. It's getting warmer, and that cookout is coming up. And on this week, this invitation goes to a great friend of mine, a mentor, and a brother. Daniel Dubecki, film producer, movies like Juno, Up in the Air, and a new Springfield documentary we're working on. This guy, he's just one of a kind, man. When you meet him, you love him. His energy is there, and we need him at the cookout, you know? He sees no color, he just sees great people. So I am honored to give this invitation because I know this guy personally. Thank you, Daniel Dubecki. See you at the Oscars. And on this segment of At the End of the Day, because the day has got to end. I know with all the turmoil going on and the agenda that Trump and his supporters are pushing, you know, I just call it how I see it. And then you got people on the right side that love Trump and support Trump, and they're with him. Every move he makes, they're with him. So I have to start looking at those people a little different. You know what I mean? And a lot of them happen to be white. Not all of them, but a lot of them happen to be white. And when I say stand up for people like Karmelo Anthony or George Floyd or Tamir Rice or Trayvon Martin, I do that because I have pride, just like white pride. But see, in black pride, there's no hate. And I know there's a lot of people that love being white, that there's no hate in their blood, you know? I have a lot of white friends that I love dearly. Some are Trump supporters. But lately, since Trump been in office, they be looking at me like I'm racist, or I'm looking at them like they racist. Some of us, we have talks because we're real brothers, so we have talks. We're not all going to decide. We're not all going to agree. We sometimes we have to agree to disagree, but we move on, you know? But some of these people, it shows. It really, really shows the hate that you have in your blood. The leader that you follow, because he has a lot of hate in his blood, but he shows it. If he doesn't, he shows it. If it doesn't, his cabinet shows it. They're always coming on name calling, whether it's calling a whole country peasants, whether it's name calling Nancy Pelosi, elderly women, or whether it's hating on a whole country that's in the United States of America, calling it a big pile of garbage. You know, I just don't understand. So, do not mistake my black pride for white hate. I love everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Oh man, my Rolodex is so diverse. From Russians to Haitians to Jamaicans to Asians to everybody, and they love me. So, do not mistake my black pride for white hate, because I hate no one. Well, I hate no one. Let's just say that. But I do hate hate. I hate hate. Go see that movie Sinners. Ryan Coogler, you did your 1-2 with this one. And Michael B. Jordan, you did your 1-2, no pun intended, because you should win 2 Oscars for both roles, because you played amazing roles in both roles. Shout out to you, Michael B. Jordan. Shout out to Ryan Coogler for always working together from day one to Black Panther to now. And shout out to the deal you got, Ryan Coogler. It's almost unheard of that you get that. He owns his rights outright after 25 years. And he gets the first piece of profit before the movie even makes any profit. So shout out to you for making that deal. And you have to go see that movie, Sinners, out now in theaters. Go see it in IMAX. And one of the things I love about that movie, Sinners, going to his deal with the deal that he got from the studios, it's the power of a bargain. It's the power of a deal. It's the power of that heated debate before you make that final deal. You know, it's like the thin line between 100 million, owning your rights, it's up in the air. So fight till you can't fight no more for that deal. Go see Sinners, out now. Thank you for watching News Center Devon, where we bring you news they're scared to report. Woo-wee. Oh, this is my mom. Hey, Ma. What's up? What's up, Queen? What's up, Queen? Yeah. Shoot, just got done wrapping up News Center Devon. Hold on. Yep, just got done wrapping up News Center Devon. Hold on, Mom. Somebody's on the other line. Hold on. This is important. Hello, what's up? Hurry up. I got my mom on the other line. No! You better get the camera. We gotta go. Forget about me. Go. I think I broke my hip. I'll call you back.